Okay, good morning, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to university. Okay, I hope that you just have good time during your term break, even it is not just quite regular one as usual because of the COVID-19 situation. But I hope that everything would be better. Okay, so okay. By the way, my name is Paramin. Okay, nice to see all of you here. Okay, and welcome to our course that is ICMB207. Okay, some of you may use from the old curriculum. The course ID is ICMB282, but actually they're the same. Okay, so today I would like to introduce you for the syllabus first, and then I'll introduce some parts that we have to use and the software that we have to use in this term. Okay, just before we start, okay, I just want to set up a poll for you first. Okay, so just reply this poll for me. Okay, it's just like a very easy poll to just check for your computer software that you have. Okay. Okay, so everyone, can you please reply on the poll, okay, that I just put on your screen now. I just want to know what type of computer you are using. Okay, we are waiting for the rest of you. 5 more students, please reply. Okay, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Okay, so now I'm just in the poll and let you see the results. So for the result, you can see that, okay, right now, 21 of you have been using Mac, right? Okay, I did it too, but I mean, the things that you have to know is that in this term, we have to use the software that is basically based on PC. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's Windows 10 or Windows 8 or Windows 7. Okay, for the first half of the term, okay, Joy, thank you. That's good. You are using Mac but with Windows 10. Okay, right. There are 2 software that we have to use. The first one is what we call Microsoft Excel. Okay, for Microsoft Excel, okay, you can use in either on PC or on Mac. That's okay. But the version that you have to check is that the version of Microsoft Excel must be 2010 or newer. Okay, 2010 or newer. Okay. Let me type in for you in the chat box. Okay, that is the first software that we have to use until midterm examination. And after midterm, we have to use the software that we call Microsoft Power BI. Microsoft Power BI is a software that you have to run on the Windows basis. So that means you still have time to just like manage your computer. Okay, there are a couple of choices because right now the situation seems to be better. The first one, okay, if you still want to use your Mac after midterm exam, okay, I recommend you to go to some IT store, okay, and let them just help you to do what to do. You have to install Windows on your Mac. Okay, you have to install Windows on your Mac. How to do that? You have to install a software that can make your Mac to run Windows. The software that we have to use, there are a couple of them. It might be either what we call parallel desktop or VMware or Bootcamp. These three software are good for you in order to let you run, being able to run Windows. So you must have like either one of these, okay? But the free one is Bootcamp. Okay, you may just like let like the IT store to help you to install the Bootcamp software, and after that they can install Windows on your Mac. And after that, for the software that we call Power BI, that one is for free download. Okay, and also you can sign in and sign up as like MUSC students, and then you can use it for free, right? So you have to just make a decision that, okay, how can you manage with your computer? Okay, that is the first choice if you want your Mac to be used after midterm exam. The second choice is that you may borrow your family or friends PC or laptop that is a Windows based to use. Okay, bear in mind that you don't use it just for the final exam, but you have to practice on it as well for the Power BI. Because if you just like listen to me or just watch what I'm teaching on Power BI, it doesn't work. You have to practice. Okay, so you must have like the Power BI installed on your computer after midterm. The next one, if you say that, okay, I can't borrow, or I mean, somebody may rent some laptop, okay, just for a month, something like that, or a month and a half for practicing on Power BI. The last one, you may just like come back to university because right now it's resumed already, okay, on all of our computer labs in building 1, okay, on 5th floor. Okay, they are all Windows-based PC. You may be able to use that as well. But bear in mind, if you just like use those computers, it's in the campus only. So that means for some of you who just like don't go to the campus frequently, okay, you just like practice is quite late. Okay. Apart from that one, on the final exam day, you have to use like that Windows-based computer as well. So if you go to the campus, you have to book ahead that, okay, make sure that the room is available. Okay, so these are three choices, and we cannot avoid. You might say that, you might ask me that, Ajahn, is it possible for me to use Mac? I have to tell you that, okay, since the very first day of the class, I have to tell you that if you have to use Mac for your final exam, you have to just like make sure that you install Windows on your Mac first. Otherwise, I couldn't help. Okay, because we cannot avoid Power BI. Unfortunately, they just launched the version on Windows-based PC only because they want to just like, I mean, the software belongs to Microsoft company and they want to sell that product. That's why they just launch it on um, Windows-based PC first. Okay. So and then I will just like try to tell you many times as I can to just like warn you that we have to use Windows-based PC for Power BI after midterm exam. Okay. Any questions before I start talking about the TKF3 or syllabus?
Can I use Google Slide?
Sorry, use what? Sorry.
Google Slide instead of Excel. Hey, Google Spreadsheet, not Google Slide.
No, I don't think so. Some of the features in Google Sheet doesn't work. Okay, for the functions that we use in Microsoft Excel. My recommendation is that if you don't have Excel in your computer right now, okay, just go to MU's website. All of the students can use Microsoft Office 365. Okay, you can install it. You have the license. Okay, if you don't have Microsoft Excel in your computer, you may use Microsoft Excel 365. Let me type for you. They call the suite of this software as Microsoft Office 365. The things that you have to do is that you go to the page, like the page that you log in into Mahidol email account. Okay, that one will have just like the dashboard for you to just like go for Microsoft Office 365, including installing the software into your computer as well. That one is quite okay too. Any other questions so far?
Yes. Do I need to have an account for Power BI or Excel because it say like sign in or it's not necessary?
For the sign in, actually for Excel, which version of Excel have you been using?
2013.
Okay, then you don't need to log in because
Okay.
it's your own license. You don't need to log in. If you log in for the Microsoft Excel, it means that you want to share that file to other people, or you want to save your file on the internet. That is a feature.
Okay.
While Power BI, Power BI, when you have installed Power BI, when it asks you to sign in, you can use Mahidol email account. Your account at student.mahidol.ac.th. That one is the account for Power BI. The reason is the same. You may just like share it, share your file to other people. Okay, when you just like work collaboratively, or you wanna save your file over the internet, and normally they save on what they call OneDrive, the Microsoft OneDrive. For Nawinda, you asked me how to check the version of Excel, right? I'll just teach you when we just like open up Excel. Okay, just remind me once again. Okay. Any other questions so far? Okay, so if you don't have any questions right now, I'll just like upload the syllabus for you first. Okay, we will just like use this syllabus for today. Okay, and after that, I'll just like again upload the syllabus into MUSC e-learning for you. Okay, I send it through the chat box in Zoom. Everyone, please have a look. Just won't be long. Let the file be downloaded. Okay. Now the file is successfully uploaded. Please check. Okay, we are going to use that file. Okay. So now let me start. Okay. For this subject, okay. Right now we are in ICMB207, Management of Computer Software. Management of Business Information or Computer Software Usage Skills. This is the same course. Okay, and my name is Paramin. Okay, I think you know my name already when you register for this course. We are on section 4. We are on section 4. Okay, in this term we have altogether 4 sections. The other 3 sections is taught by another Ajahn, that is Ajahn Vira. He is also the coordinator of the subject as well. Okay, but for us, we are on section 4, and it seems like section 4 is the earliest section. Okay, because we have class on the first day of the week, and the earliest slot of time, that is 8 o'clock. Okay, right. Okay, so this subject we have like 4 credit subject, 4 credit hour subject. That is all lectures. Okay, so don't forget that for the 4 credit hours lecture subject, you still need to have 8 hours per week for self study as well, or you may have to work with your teammate that I'll assign the team to you. Sorry, I was just like talking about like not assign. I'll talk about the team later on. And this subject is for undergraduate degree for the international program, and it is a core business subject. This is Ajahn Vira's contact, and this is me, the lecturer. So the office hours. Okay, if you would like to contact to me and get the response immediately, okay, you can contact me on Monday and Wednesday, 4 to 6 o'clock. This one I just like reserve the time for you if you would like to just like talk to me through Zoom. Okay. Okay, but actually I'll just like I'm scheduling my office hours physically at the campus as well, and I'll let you know later. Okay, so this subject is offered for all trimesters. Okay, and normally we can just like accept up to 40 students per 1 section. This course doesn't have prerequisites. Okay, and it doesn't have co-requisites either. Okay, so and this term, okay, we still teach this course as the online course, 100%. That means in order to just like maintain the the physical distancing or social distancing, the lab, if we just like set up the lab for you guys, including the lab for the computer lab for final exam or midterm exam as well, we may not be able to fit all of you in the computer lab that we have. So that's why we just like use the evaluation or midterm or final exam as the online mode as well. So that means I will proctor the exam by myself. So now let's talk about the goals and objectives for this subject. Okay, you have to know that the reasons why you have to take this course is because all of you are business students, and modern organizations They rely on availability of data to make better decisions, and soon you become the decision makers, or you become the people who prepare the data to make better decisions for your organization. So much so now that data is regarded as a new oil. The overall goal of this course is to prepare all of you to understand the importance of the data that we have. Okay? So you will learn how to use the computerized tools to build data models, as well as to analyze and to visualize the data in order to make the informed decision. Right. The objective, you'll be able to understand the importance of data, data analysis, data visualization to build data models and make informed decisions. And the next one, okay, for the CLO or course level learning outcome, you'll be able to demonstrate understanding of data analytics in business practices and organization. The next one, you'll be able to interpret result of business data and the implications on business operation. Also, you'll be able to use software package to develop appropriate models for business analysis and problem solving. Also, you'll be able to analyze results of the model that produce business intelligence in a variety settings. And the last one, to generate business insights through visualization. That means you understand what the information in your visualization means. And also the dashboard that we created based on features of the business data that we have. So for the course description of this subject, we said that data fundamentals such as connecting to data, shaping, combining and characterizing data, building data models by using financial models, scenario managers, goal seek, data tables, data analytic tools, okay, and analyze data using pivot tables, calculated columns, calculated matrix, okay, and then visualization of data using sparkline, slicers, reports, visualizers, and dashboards. This subject, okay, we have 48 hours for the lectures, okay, and 96 hours for self-study. And for number of hours, as I mentioned earlier, we have like 4 office hours per week for you. Okay, you could make requests for appointment whenever necessary. Okay, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, and because we are quite far away and we may not see each other all the time, so I'll set up the line group for our subject as well, just in case that you would like to talk to me or ask some question to me. Okay, you may just like do it through the line group as well, because if you just like contact me through through the email, it's okay too, but it may take some time before I can reply. So, and for the development of students' learning outcome, okay, these are the course learning outcome. Okay. You may read this CLO by yourself. Okay, that I just mentioned earlier. And also, these are teaching methods, okay, for developing your knowledge or skills that I specify in CLO already. So we have examinations and group projects. So that means when I talk about group project, for sure, we are going to have the team or the group as well. So now let's talk about the teaching plan. So all of these lectures will be the online sessions only. There is no on-campus session at all. Okay. So in this week, we talk about introduction to data analysis and data visualization. Okay. After that, we'll talk about logical and logical functions in the next week. Okay. Week 3, we talk about building the financial models and understanding sensitivity analysis. Week 4, you will learn about scenario manager and summary of scenario summary to forecast the data that we have. Okay. Week 5, we will learn interactivity to business models by using forms to connect your data through the user by using forms. Week 6, we will learn about data analysis by using the advanced filter. We learn the function called SUMIF, SUMIFS, and SUMPRODUCT. Week 7, we will learn about data analysis using pivot tables. Okay. After that, in week 8, we change the software to be Power BI software. Then we will learn the way in order to analyze the data by using data analytic tools on DAX, okay, or Power BI desktop. Week 9, data visualization using data bars, icon set, slicers, and pivot charts. Week 10, we will use visualizers to create reports in Power BI. Week 11, data visualization as well, and this time we use it to create dashboards. Lastly, on week 12, we will have group research presentation. Okay, so this one, okay, it altogether 48 hours in this term. And for the plan for assessing this course learning outcome, for the formative assessment, okay, we have the non-graded assignment and feedbacks. For practicing problems, I give you the exercises to be done. Okay, that is non-graded assignments, but I try to give you as the extra points if you can complete it. Okay, and then we also have midterm and final examination. And for the midterm and final examination, and for the summative assessment, next one, we talk about the tools and percentage that we weight in the assessment and evaluation. Okay. So these are like the proportion for the group project, midterm exam, and final exam, okay, to be separated in the assessment ratio. You may read it by yourself for this information. Okay. So now let's talk about just like the evaluation method and its scoring proportion. For midterm exam, okay, okay, it covers the content in week 1 to 6, okay, and it just like covers 40%. Okay. While final exam, okay, it covers the content from week 7 to week 12, and the percentage is 40% as well. So that means the proportion of midterm exam and final exam are the same, are equal, 40% each. And the last one is group project. Group project here, okay, is worth 20%. So altogether, okay, it's 100%. Right. For the grading system, this one, we just like conform to MUIC's grading scheme. Okay. We have grade from grade A to grade F. Okay. And for this subject, okay, students should earn B grade and above to pass the course. Okay. So I think for this curriculum is okay, because in the past, you know, for this subject, you had to earn C and above to pass the course. So that means like there were a lot of people who just like had to retake or regret this course many times. So and the re-examination, if the course lecturer allowed to have re-exam, I don't expect that we have the re-examination. Just one time should be okay. And also we have student appeals as well. Students can seek for academic advices and contents and evaluation clarification from instructors and program directors during office hours or by appointment. In addition, MUSC provides students the opportunity to formally appeal on academic related matters through an appealing letter submitted to the college. And this is the course materials, the teaching materials. We can use like the Microsoft Excel data analysis and business modeling by Microsoft Press. This one is also in the library. And also we have another text that is Apply Microsoft Power BI second edition. Okay, this one is in the library as well. But for the ebook, you may be able to search for like the ebook on the internet as well. You may just like purchase these two different textbooks as a reference. And for the evaluation and improvement of course management, the strategies for evaluating course effectiveness by students. Okay, we have like midterm trimester, the mid-trimester feedback that are anonymous from students. Formal student evaluation at the end of trimester with results monitored by a program director. And for strategies for evaluating teaching methods, we have peer evaluation based on class visits and formal student evaluation at the end of trimesters on teaching methods as well. For improving teaching methods, attendance of teaching and learning training or seminars, improvement through closing the loop activity using feedback from students and results of the evaluation of course learning objectives. And also we have dialogue with peers. Okay. Number 4, for verification process, for evaluating student standard achievement outcome in the course. Okay. We receive comment from students on learning outcome and evaluation criteria, formative feedback to student project and papers, okay, and evaluation of course learning objectives by faculty members through several evaluation methods recorded in assurance of learning reports. Okay. And for review and plan for improvement or improving the effectiveness of the course, we have continuous improvement through closing the loop activity and feedback from students. We have formal dialogue among program directors, LOL, and curriculum development subcommittee and responsible faculty members. Okay, and for these are the table that you may read by yourself for the learning outcomes for the course and for the program. Okay, right. So this is the TQF3 or the syllabus that I should let you see and should let you know. And if you have any questions about this one, just feel free to just like ask or talk to me. Okay, it may be like after class or it may be during just like the specific appointment as well. Right. Okay. So right now, do you have any questions? So if no, before I start talking about the first tools that we have to use in this class, everyone, could you please turn on your camera? Because I mean, like for the online, the live session, I have to just like capture all of your presence. Below. Songyot, I still see the sky with the clouds. Can you please turn on your camera? Hirashia, Lisa, Manit, and Napat. Nathan as well. Could you please turn on your camera for me? I'm back. Sorry. I think there's something wrong with the connection. I just won't be long. Let me just like have another time to capture the screen for you. Okay. Okay. Thanks everyone. So right now, okay, I'm just like going to introduce you for the software you have to use is that is Microsoft Excel. Okay. So now let me share my screen first. I'll share my desktop. Okay. So right now, okay, let me just like show you how to check what version of Microsoft Excel do you have. Okay. So this one, when you just click on Start button, scroll down, you see Excel. In here, normally, if you didn't change anything, once you install the Microsoft Office in your computer, it just like install and put each software separately according to the alphabet that it starts with. For example, in this one, my one is Excel 2016. Okay, this is on Windows computer. Okay, I don't use Mac today. Okay, so this is Excel 2016, and if you scroll down, you see Word 2016 as well. So that means actually when we install Microsoft Office, they should be compatible. I mean, in every software, they should be in the same version. So this one is Excel 2016 that we have. Let me start. In this one, okay, everyone, do you hear me clearly? You may type if you can hear. How is my voice? This is broken. Hello, everyone. Do you hear me? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pasut. Okay. Okay, then let's resume what we talk about. I talk about Microsoft Excel, and I talk about like how to check the version at the very beginning. You may just like click on Start button, scroll down to alphabet E, and then you see Excel 2016. But if it doesn't show the version here, you still have like some other places to check. Okay, once you start Excel, okay, it should just like show you the screen like this. This is the beginning or the initial screen of Microsoft Excel. It asks you what you want to do. Okay, on the left hand side to open other workbooks, or whether you would like to create the blank workbook. Okay, in this class, we are going to use the blank workbook. Okay, so everyone just click on blank workbook. So it just it should start up your Microsoft Excel screen in here. Okay. Normally the basic setting of Microsoft Excel, it should show you in green color if you don't change anything while you're setting Microsoft Excel. Okay, so in order to check for the version of Microsoft Excel, we may do like this. We go to File, okay, and we go to Options. Let me just check it. Oh, sorry. You have to click on Account. Okay, File and then Account. And this one, it shows Microsoft Excel version. This is 2016. Okay, this is 2016. The reason why I just like told you what, for the version of Microsoft Excel that we have to use is that the reason is because for some functions, okay, for some functions in Microsoft Excel older version, it doesn't have. For example, slicers. Okay, the part that we call slicers doesn't have in the older version. They start having from Excel 2010 and above. Okay, this won't be long. Let me just use another device to log in. Okay, then when you know the version of your software already, okay, as I told you earlier, the reason why they ask you to sign in is because if you would like to save the file in your OneDrive, you may be able to do that over here. Okay? Because once you click save, it will just like ask you that, okay, where would you like to save, and you may be able to use your Microsoft OneDrive or Cloud Drive to save. Okay. But I mean, like some of you may say that no, I just save in my Google Drive, then you don't need to sign in. Right. Right. Okay, in here, okay, we just like we just see the sidebar here first before we move on to the menu. Let me just put on this kind of thing. The first one, okay, if we click on File menu, okay, if you click on File menu, it should just like go to the first screen of Microsoft Excel here. There are lots of information on the left-hand side that you may be able to use that. The first one, Info. Info here is helping you in order to just like do something. For example, protect workbook, protect what? Sometimes you would like to send this workbook or send this file to other people, but you don't want them to change because the data is the original data. And you say that I want you to see it only, I don't want you to change, because otherwise the data might be wrong, or they may accidentally delete or modify some data without knowing. Then you may protect the workbook. That means if they click or they try to just like change or delete some values, it will be locked. Okay, and refrain them to change. Inspect workbook to just check like some information like the name of the authors of the workbook and the path that they save the file. And in order to manage the workbook, to check in, check out for the version control, and then they might be able to just like view it on the web as well. But normally, basically all of the files in here, if you would like to just like view it on the web, while you don't have the Microsoft Excel installed in that computer, we may just like open it by Google Sheet. It's okay as well. Okay. Now, new. It's just like go to ask you again whether you would like to like create a new workbook or what. for this one, you can see that there are like lots of other templates here, or you can search for the online templates as well for the templates. For example, if you say that you have the payroll, you would like to prepare the payroll for your staff, okay, or the salary report for your staff, you may search through templates as well. Okay, save. You save that file. Okay. So we have save and save as. The difference between save and save as is that once you save that file before, okay, the next time you click save, it seems like there's nothing happened, but it saved your file already. But save as, every time that you click save as, it asks you that what name, what version of Excel would you like to save. Okay, so everyone, we do it together. Now, I would like you to save the file. Okay, everyone click on save. Okay, I will save it on my computer. So I choose this PC. And then I just choose where to save. This one. If you don't, for this one, if you don't have the specific place, I recommend you to create a new folder. I want you to create a new folder. It will be good for you because you can just like manage your file properly. Okay, so I just click new folder. Okay, I just type Excel file. Then I just double click into that folder. Everyone, name your file as my first book. My first book. Okay, my first book. And file type, save as type, you choose Excel workbook. Okay. Let me show you a little bit for other file types that we may have. Okay. These are list of file type in Excel that we may have. Okay. There are a lot of things. Okay, but in this class, we just use Microsoft Excel workbook only. And we maybe use like CSV or comma delimited file, okay, later on. So what about others? Okay, they're used for like specific functions that we may have. Okay, if you just like learn Excel as the advanced Excel, okay, you may just like record some macro. That means let Excel to just like do some specific tasks for you. For example, once you just like open up this Excel file, it just like asks you to put user ID and password first. If it's wrong for 3 times, the file will be deleted, something like that. That is macro. You can create it later. Okay. For this one, if you have Microsoft Excel 2016 version, let's say, and your colleague has the older version, for example, you have 2016, while your colleague has like 2007 version Excel. The things that you have to do is that you have to save it as 2007 version. Okay. Why? The reason is because the structure inside the file are different. If you save as my first book as the Excel workbook, that is the current version 2016. The one who used 2007 Excel cannot open your file. Okay. So that's why you have to just like check first. Suppose, if you are not sure, okay, my suggestion is that you just save as your version first as the Excel workbook. And if you send the email to your colleague and they said, hey, I can't open this file. They say that the file is not in this version. Okay. Then you ask them what version of Excel do you use. Just like let them do the same thing that I told you how to check the version of Excel. If they said, oh, 2003 or 2007, then you just go to choose save as type and then just choose Excel 97 to 2003 version instead. Okay, how to notice whether your file is saved as what version? Is it the 2016 or older than that? Okay, let's save the file first. Choose the name My First Book and then save as type as Excel workbook. Click save. Once you click save already, you just go to File Explorer. Click on File Explorer here in the folder symbol here on the bottom line of your screen, and then go to your folder that you just recently created. Now you can see that this one is called My First Book, right? And it said Microsoft Excel worksheet. To check, you just right click on this file and choose Properties. You can see that the type of the file here, it said .xlsx. This is the current version. This version is from 2008 to current. The file will be ended with .xlsx. Okay. But if it is the older, the file will be ended with .xls only. That is 2007 and older. Okay. That means when you save this current file in the current version, it should be myfirstbook.xlsx. Right. Okay, then next, what do we have to do? The next one that you have to know is that in Microsoft Excel, each file, like this file that we have, we call it as a workbook. One workbook equals to one file. Okay. So in the workbook, they consist of many what we call worksheets. A worksheet equals to a page. A worksheet equals to a page. For example, in this workbook or in this file, currently there is one sheet or one worksheet. This worksheet is called sheet 1. Okay, this worksheet is called sheet 1. Okay. If you would like to insert many sheets or many worksheets in here, you can see that there is the symbol, plus symbol here. Okay, there is a plus symbol here. Once you click on plus symbol, there will be new sheet created. Okay, and you can new any number of sheets as you like. So I click many times in my workbook to create many sheets. Right now, I have 6 sheets or 6 pages in my workbook already. Normally, we don't call it as page. We always call it as worksheet. Okay. And why do we need to have many worksheets? Because we don't want to keep too many things in one sheet. For example, if you say that you have the sales transaction, okay, you may say that, okay, I want to keep one group of or one collection of my sales transaction per 1 month in one sheet. So you may say that, okay, sheet 1 is for January 2020. Sheet 2 is for sales transaction of February 2020, and so on, something like that. Okay. So we don't need to name it as sheet 1 to sheet 6. You can rename it as you like. Okay, how to rename or how to manage the sheet that we have. Firstly, if I don't want sheet 2 to sheet 6, I will delete them. Okay. But when you delete any sheet out, you have to be careful. Okay, because if it consists of or it contains your information, okay, you may lose all of them. But in this one, I just create these sheets without entering anything. So when I delete it, it will be very easy. So now I just eliminate sheet 6 first. To delete sheet 6, you right click on the sheet tab. Okay, now I just right click on sheet 6. You see that there will be the context menu. Context menu has insert, delete, rename, move or copy, view code, blah, blah, blah. Okay. There are a couple of menus that we use, like insert means you want to insert a new worksheet. Delete means you delete the current worksheet. Rename, you just rename that sheet. Move or copy means that you just like shuffle the position of the worksheet, or you may just like want to copy this worksheet as another sheet in the same file or in different file. Protect sheet, you may put the password to protect the sheet from modification, and you can just like put the color of the tab as well, or to hide the tab. For example, if your tab or your worksheet here is just like the constant data, and you don't want other people to see or to change, you may hide it. Right. Okay. Now let's see. I delete this sheet first. Right click and then choose delete sheet 6. It will be deleted easily because you don't put anything inside. Now let me just enter something in sheet 5. Suppose I just put some value and then press enter in sheet 5. Now I will delete sheet 5 and see what happens. You can see that it's more difficult than the first sheet 6. The reason is because we have data in here. That's why if you intend to delete, Excel asks you for confirmation first, because the data will be permanently deleted. If you are sure that this worksheet you don't want, you click delete, and then it just like delete sheet 5 already. Now delete sheet 4, 3, and 2. Now we have just sheet 1 only. Okay. For the older version of Excel, like 2010 version, once you create the new workbook, it creates 3 sheets for you automatically, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Some of you may say that, hey, that means 2010 is better than 2016. No. And why 2016 version creates just 1 sheet? Because they know that from their research, they found that lots of people, or most of the people, they use 1 file for 1 sheet only. So that's why they don't create sheet 2 and sheet 3 for you. They think that if you want to have other sheets, you create by yourself, so that it saves the space in your memory, and also it saves the space in your hard drive as well. Okay, then the next component in Microsoft Excel that you have to know and you have to use in this term is that I'll introduce you for the tools that we have. Okay. Let's see, we consider on the top part of your screen. Okay, the top part of your screen. The first line, we call it as title bar. This is what we call title bar. You can see that this title bar, we have my first book -Excel, because we name this file or this workbook as my first book, right? And the software that we are using is Microsoft Excel. Okay. The next one, on the left-hand side of the title bar, you can see that we have the diskette button. This one is to save. So bear in mind that for your computer, okay, if you have like many programs inside, or if you use desktop computer, when they don't have the power, it will be, I mean like all the data will be gone. So just try to save your just try to save your file as frequent as you can, especially for your examination, because if you don't save it, it might be possible that your file might be just like gone if you haven't saved it a lot. So you can see that first time you save this workbook already. But for this diskette button, you can click on it anytime as you want. It will not disturb your work at all, but the file will be saved. Okay, right. It's the same as you click file and then save, the same, but this one, the diskette button, is a shortcut. Okay, now, apart from this, what else do we need to do? The next one, we need to know the next line. This one is what we call menu bar. This is menu bar. For menu bar, okay, we just like it consists of like many menus in here. Okay, like file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, and view. Okay, that is a basic one. Acrobat, because I just install Acrobat PDF maker, so that's why I just like have this menu for me. But if you don't have, just like don't worry about it. So for the home tab or the home menu, what is home menu for? Home menu consists of the functions that we use a lot, the icons that we use a lot. For example, cut, copy, and paste in here. Okay, font management in here. Alignment means shift on the left, align on the right. Okay, wrap text or put the merge the cells together. Okay. Number means that set up the format of the cells. Okay. Styles means that you may just like want to just set up the style of the cells that we have. Okay, and the cell management, to merge, to split, and so on. That I will talk about it later. Editing, to sort, to just like clear the data, to just like find some values. Next menu is the insert. We can have pivot tables. We can have just like add some illustration, insert some pictures in there. Okay, create a chart, spark line, slicer. Okay, the things that I just like mentioned in the syllabus before. Next is to set the page layout for printing. Next, to insert the formula or function in your worksheet. Data, to manage the data that we would like to do. For example, we may just like sort the data. Okay. We might just do the forecasting the data. Review, this one is just like the version controls. Okay, in this class we don't use this menu. And view is just like to view before you print, something like that. So underneath the menu bar, you see the you see the gray tab here. We call them as ribbon. Every Microsoft Office software, they always have the menu bar and they always have ribbon underneath the menu bar. So when you read in the textbook or in the user's manual of Excel or other Microsoft Office software and you see the term ribbon, menu bar, title bar, that means the things that I told you before. Right. After that, we talk about the line underneath the ribbon. Okay, you see that they have like the box called A1, and they have just like cross, tick, FX, and the blank box here. Okay. What are they? The left-hand side, the leftmost one, we call it as name box. It's the box to identify the location of your data. For example, right now it is showing as A1. You may type to go to specific location as we want. Next, on the right hand side, this one, the long and white box here, we call it as formula bar. Formula bar. For the formula bar, it is the box to show the value or the original formula of that place. Okay, that I'll show you later. So on the right hand side, you may see that we have just like the small triangle here. So just want to show you, if you accidentally click collapse the ribbon, what will happen? It is hidden like this. Okay. So this one, when you have to really use it, okay, if the ribbon is collapsed, it is difficult for you to use Excel. But this one, what for? If we collapse, it means that we would like to see the data in this worksheet. So that's why we just like collapse. We just collapse the ribbon so that we can see the data more. How to bring it back? Once you click on any menu, the ribbon comes back. But unfortunately, if you click on the worksheet, it's hidden once again for the ribbon. How to bring the ribbon back permanently? You can see that on the title bar. See this button, right? This button is ribbon display. You click ribbon display and choose show tabs and command. Then it comes back. This one. This is a way to just like hide or show all the ribbons. Right. Okay. Next, we come to our working area. Our working area is here. This is our working area. So for the working area here, or the real worksheet that we have is here. Let me just like show you how, the component of the worksheet. For the component of the worksheet, you can see that worksheet is like a table, right? It's like a table. Okay. Horizontally, we have rows. Vertically, we have columns. So same as this worksheet as well. For the rows, we have row number. Row number will be identified by a number. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. While column, it's column number. Column number start with the character A, B, C, and so on. So for row number, it's easy. When it's finished at row 100, it continue with 101, 102. It's all the numbers, all integer numbers. But for the column numbers, okay. So everyone, let's scroll to the right hand side. We just go to scroll bar here. When it's finished, row column set already. The next column is AA. Okay. And when we move on to the next column, it's AB, AC until AZ. And then it starts with BA, BB to BZ, CA to CZ until ZZ. Okay. And after that, it will go to the next column, that is AAA, something like that, AAB, and so on. Right? These are like how to just like call the rows and columns. What else? If you see the details of the table, and I'm zooming in. you can see that we have a small boxes connect together like this. Each small box is what we call a cell, C-E-L-L cell. Okay. In order to identify the cell, you need to identify row and column. We start with the column first. For example, the cell that I cross X, the red X in here, is called cell A2. Start with column and followed by row. Okay, this is cell A2. How do I know that it's A2? So everyone, just go to your A2 cell and click on it. So right now you click on cell A2 already, right? Just have a look. On the name box, it shows as A2. Apart from that, you can see that column A is in gray color. Row number 2 is in gray color too. Now, what is this cell? Everyone, can you please see on my screen and tell me? Can someone turn on your microphone and tell me, please, what cell I'm just clicking now?
F9.
F9.
F9 ครับ
F9. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is F9. So you can see that right now, column F is gray color, row 9 is gray color, and name box is F9. That's correct. Now, let's talk about the shortcut that we use in order to go to specific location that you like. So everyone, please go to cell Z99. Go to cell Z99 for me, please. You try by yourself first, and then I'll ask some of you to show. Go to cell Z99. Okay, so someone, can you please show me? Okay, so anyone want to show me how? Anyone want to show me which step that you have to do to go to cell in Z99?
Use the name box.
Aim, right? Aim.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen to us and just like show us?
I have like another.
Okay, just put your camera on there. Is it possible? Closer, please. How to do? Yes.
Says CC99.
Yes. How did you do?
And then it. Yeah.
Did you use scrolling to Z99?
I didn't.
So what did you do? Can you just explain to us? Because it's a bit difficult to just like see from your screen.
Just like tap on the name box and then I type like CC99 and then like enter.
Yeah, that's very good. Very smart.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, he just like do very good and very efficient way. So the way we have to do is that, okay, we have a couple of ways. The first one, if it's quite close, you just use scroll bar, right? But unfortunately, that Z99 is quite far. Okay, if you just like scroll to there, it is just like quite difficult. So you just like easily click on the name box, type Z99 and press enter. the cursor will jump to Z99 straight away in here. Yeah, we can do with like other location as well. Now, have to go back to A1. If you want to go back to A1, okay, as M did, we may type on the name box, type A1 and press enter. But I have shortcut that is like a bit easier than just going to the to the A1 easily. So today, because I'm using Windows-based computer, then my keyboard is the Windows keyboard. Okay, I press Control Home. Okay, I press Control Home. Then it just go back to A1 straight away. But for Mac, I can't remember the layout of the keyboard. You may have to just like press on Function Home or Function and up arrow, something like that, or Command and up arrow. I can't remember the layout now. Okay, right. Okay, so you know the location and the way to navigate to the specific location that you want to go already. What is the next thing that we have to know? The next thing that we have to know about the Microsoft Excel is that what is inside each cell. Each cell, okay, consists of values, a value, a formula, a text, a formula or function, or a text as you like. Okay. So if it is a value, for example, if you want to put 5, 20, 7.23, something like that, you may type into each box or into each cell straight away. Okay. So, for example, if you type 5, you just type 5 in A1, okay, and then you just press enter. It will process for what you set up that cell. I put 20 on the cell A2, and I put 7.23 in the cell A3. Okay. So you can see that if it is a value, you can type it straight away. Now, just a little more thing that you should know. If it is a value, for example, if you want to put $20, okay, this one, be careful everyone. Or if you want to put $1,000. First thing that I want to let you know is that $sign, you never type. Okay. Next, comma, never type it. So what do I mean? Okay. In the cell A4, you type $20. In the cell A5, you type $1, comma, 000, and press enter. What do I want you to see? Okay. Class, can you tell me what's the difference? What's the difference between the first 3 cells that we enter the data and the next 2 cells that we enter the data, apart from its value? What are the differences?
The first 3 cells are aligned right.
Yes, alignment. The alignments are different. Normally, for the numbers, they normally right align for numbers. currency. Wow, anything that is left aligned is text. This is if you didn't set anything up. Okay, it will be the standard will be like this. Number will be right aligned, text is left aligned. So that means if you enter dollar sign, if you enter comma, this one, it is the text. If you don't want it to be the text, you say that $20 is the currency, is the number. How can we do that? The correct way in order to enter $20 or $1,000 is that you just enter 20 or 1,000. That's that. And how do these values become the currency with the comma symbol here? You have to do the things that we call cell formatting. Cell formatting is the way that we format the cells according to the things that we preset. For example, if you don't enter anything, it's just a blank cell. But once you enter the values that look like the numbers, it can be turned into the dollar sign automatically. It will put the comma to separate the values automatically as well. Okay, let's see how to do the cell formatting. Okay, we will do the cell formatting for the two cells that we just recently entered only, that is 20 and 1,000, to show as currency symbol here. Okay, we just highlight them first. How to highlight? You use mouse pointer. You use mouse pointer to go to that cell and drag. Drag means that you just keep pressing the mouse and then move the mouse down. Okay. So when you highlight them already, we right click and choose format cells. This is for cell formatting. Then it just pop up a window for cell format. So for the cell formatting here, if we would like to set up the display and also the values on that cell, okay, we just go to the number tab. In this one, we want them to show as a currency. We click currency. Choose whether you want to have decimal places or not. In this example, we don't want decimal places. Then we just decrease number of decimal points to be 0. And then we choose symbols to symbolize the currency. In this one, if I choose dollar sign, then we just find it. I choose dollar sign here and click OK. You can see that right now it shows dollar sign and also it shows comma symbol as well. So for comma symbol, okay, let me just go back to format cell once again. In this one, okay, this one, the currency normally it shows the comma separated symbol by itself. Yeah, okay, right. Okay, in here, when you have the format of the cell like this already, okay, the things that you can see is that they are numbered already because they are right aligned, same as some other numbers. Okay. The next thing that I want you to see, formatting the cell. If you want to know that what you format the cell, and what is the original value, actually, if you remember, we type 20 and we type 1,000 into these two cells, right? But right now they are showing dollar sign 20 and dollar sign 1,000. To see its original value, you click on that cell. Now I click on the cell before. You can see that even if the B4 is showing as $20, but the original value is 20. Okay. Now, let's see 1,000. In $1,000 here, you can see that in the cell B5, it is showing as $1,000, but original value is shown in the formula bar as 1,000. Okay. So the display is changed because we just like format the cell. So this is the way in order to format. Actually, there are lots of things that you can format the cell as well, and you can do it in advance. Okay. For example, if you know that column B, you want to keep the currency values, you may just like choose the whole column. Okay. If you want to choose the whole column, just go to the column heading, the column name, just click, then it just highlight the whole column. After that, you right click and choose format cells. Any format that you do will be applied to the whole column. For example, we choose currency to decimal places with the currency symbol as $. Click OK. So right now, okay, it's also applied to B4 and B5 too. Suppose I say that in B8 I type 1 million. Okay, and then I press enter. You can see that right now it shows 1 million with the $sign and with comma separated and with the decimal points. Okay, so this one is the way in order to format the cell easily. Just a little bit more before we finish the class today. I just want you to have a look that there might be something happen. If your column is too narrow, the thing that will happen is that instead of showing the proper values, it shows hashes symbol like this. It means that the column is too narrow. You have to widen the column. How to widen the column? In order to widen the column, you choose the column first, and then move the mouse pointer to the right border of the column. Then drag it so it will be widened. Or you may just like use automatically width adjustment. Let Excel to identify the width by itself. You highlight the column first, go to the right hand side border, and then double click. It will be automatically adjust the width of the column by itself. So it depends. Sometimes you want to just like manually choose the column width, or sometimes you would like to just like let Excel to automatically adjustment of the width of the column. Or you may just choose the column, highlight the column first, right click and choose column width, and then identify the number as well. So it's up to you. There are 3 different ways. You can also do the same thing with the height of the row as well. For example, if you want to set up the height of these 4 rows, you highlight these 4 rows first. Go to any border of the row height of the row of any rows that you highlighted. After that, you may drag. So you can see that the height of each row is higher. Or you may just like do automatically height adjustment. You highlight this row first. Go to any border of each row. Double click. It automatically adjusts the height. Okay. If it's too short, the height you can see that it doesn't show as hash symbol, but you can see that the character that is displaying in each cell is cut off, something like this. So you have to know that this is because the height is too small. You have to just like increase the height. Right. Okay, then this is just like setting up the basic things in the cells of Microsoft Excel. Up to this point, do you have any questions? Okay. So if you don't have any questions before we finish the class today, let me just set up the line group for you so that you can join our line group. And if you have any questions, just feel free to talk to me. This won't be long. Okay. Now I just give you what to say, the link. Okay, let me just copy the link for you. Okay. Okay, I'll just open up this one for you guys. I also put it in chat room, chat box too, just one below. So everyone, please add yourself to our line group or you may use the QR code as well. This one. Okay, then. Okay. If you are in the group already, so right now I think we can just like communicate together easily. Okay. If you have any problems, okay, just feel free to talk to me over the line message. And also, if I have some like something to tell you before the next class coming, I'll just apart from announcing through the line, apart from announcing through the Sky system, I will just like use this line to communicate to you as well. Okay, then everyone, I think I'll stop my class at this point. Up to this point, do you have any questions? Okay. Okay, then, if you don't have any questions, okay, you have a nice day, okay, and be safe and stay safe. We see each other again on next Monday, right? Okay, you have a nice day. Okay, bye bye for now, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.